Hey y'all, it's Sanya and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how some black women may feel as if they look like boys or men when they wear their natural hair. Before I keep going though, I want you to know that I'm not here to dismiss anything that anyone feels about themselves. I do understand why some of us feel that way. I used to feel that way sometimes, but no, I no longer feel like that. So I'm just trying to give you a way how to not feel like that, if that makes sense. With that being said, I'm going to play a video for you and then I'm going to come back and give some commentary.
Yep, this is me removing my daughter's hairstyle after 2 days of her wearing it. A girl in her class asked her if she was transgender. And this definitely broke my heart because she's on this natural hair journey. She's been doing a lot of researches about hair porosity and stuff like that, and she wanted to embrace her natural hair, and that's what she was asked. We emailed the principal that same day, and we set up a meeting, and it was resolved because we were not about to just let this slide. They have to know that, listen, don't play with my child. I remember back then when I was going to school, my mom would probably come to the school and fight somebody. Okay? I'm just really hoping that this doesn't affect her in a way where she doesn't love her natural hair anymore. Hope she can continue on this natural hair journey. We are trying our best as parents to continue pouring into her and remind her of how beautiful her hair is, how beautiful she is. I gave her the option to do a different style, and so she chose to do the rat set in the back, like a half rat set, half cornrows on the front. Let me know if you guys would let her continue wearing the style, or did I do the right thing with changing the style? I don't know. I just wanted it to be comfortable at school, and so we decided to do the rat set with the cornrows in the front, which is still a natural style because we're not about to put in extensions just because they said something bad about her hair. Kids can be so mean at times, and a lot of times it's jealousy. So I just let her know, don't let none of them try to steal her shine.
I just want to say that I respect the mom, the way she went about it, telling the principal and all of that. I really respect that. And I also respect the fact that she said she's pouring into her daughter and letting her know that despite what they said, this is what is the truth. You are beautiful no matter how you are. I really respect that. And she did ask in the end if we thought what she did was the right thing. I know she doesn't really want our opinion, but anyways, my opinion is that anything that she did would have been the right thing. If the daughter wanted a new hairstyle, that's the right thing to do. If she didn't want a new style, that's the right thing to do. So either way, she would still be doing the right thing. It breaks my heart that someone so young had to go through this, and it really shows that this is something that a lot of us went through when we were younger. I personally didn't experience it, but I know that a lot of people can relate to something like this. You aren't comfortable with your hair or your skin or whatever, and the one moment that you decide that, okay, I'm gonna start embracing it, I'm gonna try to embrace it, someone comes with something negative. And it's so sad because many of us don't have supportive family members or supportive parents around us to really motivate us or push us and help us to understand that we are beautiful despite what someone may say about us. It really breaks my heart that most of us don't have that. But I really like the fact that this mom, she stood with her child and she was like, you're beautiful, keep doing what you do, don't hate yourself because of some hating kid. But yes, I'm gonna add another video and we can talk about that. Before I add the other video, I want to add to when I said that I didn't experience what the little girl experienced. I want to add my personal experience and how it happened for me. So as I said, no one ever told me that, hey, your hair look masculine, or hey, you look like a boy. I have my baby sister with me right now, so if you can hear any sounds, I apologize. Anyways, but I do remember one time I was wearing my hair in mini twists, right? And I wasn't really good at doing mini twists, so I do remember when I was going to school that day, I remember I felt like I looked like a boy. And I'm not even gonna lie, I felt so self-conscious by the fact no one has said anything to me. It was me. It was me telling myself this. So that's why I said that a lot of us can relate to feeling like a boy or someone telling us that we look like a boy.
Do I look like a man to you? Because I just got called sir. So done with wearing my hair natural because when I have it like this or in a fro, I feel like people think I look like a man, and I do too. I'm trying to go the whole entire summer without getting my hair braided until I go back to college. But if I get enough comments saying that I look like a man, I will be braiding it back up.
You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When someone comes to you and says something like that, this is one of the things, this is one of the ways that most of us start to immediately think, I'm not going to do this again because so and so happened. And I understand, because the thing is with our brains is when something negative happens to us as a result of something that we did, we are more inclined to not do that thing again. Even if what we did wasn't a negative thing or a bad thing, we don't want to do it again anymore because we had a bad experience as a result of doing what we did. I just want to urge you to know that wearing your natural hair is not a bad thing. You are not bothering anyone when you do it. You don't look like a man. You are beautiful the way you are. And even if someone out there says something to you, ignore them, because they are having issues. They are not secure in themselves. They can never be secure in themselves. You can never be secure in yourself and try to make someone feel insecure. Think about it. The bullies that are at school or the bullies that are on random places, majority of the times the reason why they are bullies is because they are being bullied. They aren't secure in themselves. Someone is telling them something bad about themselves. So to feel stronger, they try to diminish your self-esteem. So do not listen to these people. And I do want to say this too. Sometimes someone may say, oh, you look like a man with your natural hair, or they might call you sir. I want you to not see it as negative. Imagine, majority of us black women, if you think about it, most of us don't really wear natural hair. It's sad, but it's true. The people in the black community that you see with their natural hair most of the times are men. So when you see a woman in a style or a woman doing something that you mostly see men doing, you kind of automatically think that, oh, why is she dressing like a man? Why is she wearing her hair like a man? It's not necessarily that the thing that the woman is doing is a masculine thing. It's just that you are used to seeing men doing it. So when you see a woman doing it, it's strange. It doesn't mean that it is a bad thing. It's just not something that you're used to seeing. So I do want you to give those people some grace, even though some of them can be so mean about it. The ones that aren't necessarily mean, like if someone mistakenly say sir instead of ma'am, I do want you to give that person some grace, because most of the times when you see someone with their hair, especially short hair or whatever, it's mostly a man. It doesn't mean that you per se as a woman look like a man. It's just that probably from this angle I didn't recognize that you were a girl, because, you know, to be honest, black women look like black men, same way a white woman look like white men, you know. And let me give you another example of that, but with a different race. I remember in my public speaking class, right, I was sitting behind this white guy, and he had really long hair. It was like pin straight, and this is how I got the idea for this video. And when I was looking at him, I'm like, oh my god, his hair looks so much like a woman's hair, you know. He looks like a woman from behind. And when he turns around and you actually see his face, he looks like a man. He looks very masculine, you know. It's just the fact that long hair with man is not something that you see a lot. So when you see a man with long hair, it's strange. You want to say, oh, you look like a woman, or you would probably say miss or hey girl or something if you're looking at them from behind or something, you know. And it doesn't mean that they necessarily look feminine, because I'm telling you, that guy was not feminine, not even in the slightest. You know, he had facial hair, you know. So it's so weird. But I do want you to know that it doesn't always mean that you look like a boy. Because come on, look at the girl in the video. If you saw her from the front, she does not look like a boy, you know. But if you saw her from the back, I don't remember how her hair was done. I'm not gonna watch the video again. But if you saw her from the back, and worse if she's wearing sweats or something, if you saw her from the back and she's wearing sweat, you're probably like, excuse me sir, you know, if she's not like super short or something, you know. So I don't want you to think, I want you to give people grace, because really and truly, most time when you see someone with their natural hair, it is majority of the time it's a man, it's a guy. So when someone sees you as a woman with it, it doesn't mean you are not feminine. It doesn't mean you are masculine. It just means that it's different, because we don't usually see women doing it as much. Now things are getting better. More women are wearing their natural hair. So that's why I'm saying don't get discouraged when someone do it, because by wearing it continuously, you're making people more aware of the fact that not only men wear this type of hair, women do it too. Just to prove my point, I got this guy, I don't know his ethnicity, but you cannot tell me that that guy's hair does not make you think of a woman, right? Obviously you can see his body and know that it's a guy, but the length of his hair and how it looks, you would think it's a woman of his ethnicity, of his race or ethnicity's hair. You wouldn't automatically think that it's a man's hair, because if there was a way for you to cover his body and allow you to just see his hair from the back, you would never think that it's a guy. I know that. And that is not a bad thing. It's just that we're used to seeing women with long hair, women from his ethnicity or race, I don't know what you would call it, with longer hair. So when you see the longer hair, you automatically assume, oh my god, that's a woman, you know. So when you see a black when someone sees a black woman with shorter hair or a shorter style or something, they probably automatically assume that, oh, it's a guy, you know, because we're used to seeing men with the natural hair out. And that is kind of sad, but that's just the reality of the situation. Most of us don't wear our hair. And as I said before, things are changing now, but it's still the reality. Majority of us don't. And if we even do wear our hair, it is not in its natural shrunken state. So people aren't used to seeing it. And that's gonna get me into the next video that I'm gonna play.
So I was told my natural hair makes me look masculine. I did a wig review of this beautiful wig, and the person thought that this made me look very feminine, and my natural hair makes me look more masculine. Now, little Allie would have been severely bothered by this because when I was younger, I only felt beautiful if I had hair that had hang time, if you will. I did the big chop 3 times. I literally used to put my worth and my beauty into the length of my hair. For years, I did that. There were days when I wouldn't even want to leave the house because I didn't feel like my hair looked good with my outfit. But doing the big chop over 3 times taught me how to love myself in the most authentic way and love myself fully and not equate my hair with my beauty. People's opinions do not matter to me at all, but talking about it is really helpful because mental health and natural hair, I truly feel go hand in hand. I'm here to tell you that your natural hair that grows out of your scalp is absolutely stunning, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I really love her video because she basically covered everything that I wanted to say. So I'm not going to repeat it. But I do want to say I understand being insecure. I understand feeling like a guy. I understand taking it as a negative thing because most of the times when people say it, they do mean it in a negative way, you know. But really and truly, I want you to recognize that you are the only one that can determine your worth, your beauty. You are the only one that can love yourself the maximum level that you should love yourself. I hope that makes sense. And I do want to add this though. Just because you're wearing your natural hair doesn't mean you don't have to put effort in your look. And I'm not saying that if you're wearing your natural hair, you have to put effort in your look, but don't think that just because I'm wearing my natural hair today, I'm not gonna put on some lip gloss. I'm not gonna put on some chapstick. Put some effort in your look, you know. If when you wear your wigs, you put your lip gloss on, your makeup on, your earrings on, do the same thing when you wear your natural hair because that's gonna help you to feel more comfortable, especially if it's something that you're not used to. For me, I don't wear makeup. Whether I wear braids, wig, or whatever, I don't wear makeup. So when I do my natural hair, I don't wear makeup. I just continue to do my skincare. I wear my earrings because I really love earrings, but my hairs aren't pierced. So it's like a struggle to find clip-on earrings, but I do wear my earrings still. I wear my nice, cute outfits. I do my stuff. The things that I do when I'm dolled up, as in wearing wait well I don't really wear wigs, but when I used to like wear braids and stuff, the things that I did when I wore braids, those are the same things that I do now that I wear my natural hair, only because I want to feel as beautiful as I can feel. And if in my mind the epitome of beauty is wearing my earrings, wearing my necklaces and whatever, when I'm doing my natural hair, I'm gonna do these things so that I feel feminine, not because someone wants me to feel feminine. I'm not gonna go, oh, because I'm wearing my natural hair today, I'm gonna put on makeup just because I want to feel feminine. That's not something that I do. But if it's something that you do, go ahead and do it, you know? So just sit down sometimes and think to yourself, what are things that I like to do to make me feel feminine, regardless of what I'm wearing in my hair? Do I like doing my nails? Do I like doing my makeup? Do I like doing my skincare? Do I like wearing cute outfits? Do the same things that you did when you wore wigs, when you wore braids, when you're doing your natural hair, just so that you can feel as feminine as you are to be or whatever. And I'm not saying if you think you're feminine with earring and then you're not wearing earrings, you should not feel feminine. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you like wearing earrings, or when you're glowing up or you're dolling up, you wear earrings. When you are wearing your natural hair, you should still wear your earrings. Wearing your natural hair is not an excuse to dull down your look. Elevate yourself. And I did intentionally put women in this video with shorter hair just to show you that none of these women look masculine. It's just that the short hair is not something that is common with us, because most of the times we're wearing braids that are long down our backs, we're wearing wigs that are long down our backs, and who do we see wearing the short afros or the short natural hair? Men. So when you see a woman from an angle or whatever, you might not even realize. Worse if you're not a woman that is very curvy, you know, and you're wearing sweats. It's not a bad thing that you might look like a guy from behind, you know. It's just not natural, because We're used to seeing guys with the short hair, but guess what? We as women wearing our short hair out there is gonna show them that, listen, we as women, we can have short hair too, and short hair is feminine on us, because hair length or hair texture doesn't have a gender. We can force people, we can unintentionally force people to see that, listen, this is what femininity is for me, and it doesn't matter what you have in your head, this is what femininity is for me. And you standing in your truth, you standing up in what you believe in, you standing up and loving yourself and respecting yourself, and not letting these insecure people or these mean people or some of these people that just are ignorant bully you, or not bully you but lessen your self-esteem, lower your self-esteem. You stand in your truth and not letting their words have an impact on you is your way of saying that I know my worth, I know who I am, I love myself, and it doesn't matter what you say or what you think. The only thing that matters is what I think and what I say and what God thinks and what God says. And that's all that I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys and girls or whatever really enjoy this video. And if you are a person that usually tells women that they look masculine in their short hair, stop that. That is not fair. That is not nice. That is not nice. Because what if someone came to you and tell you something bad or something negative about something that you are insecure about, whether they know that you're insecure or not? It's not fair. And if you're a black man that is doing that, stop it. If you're a black woman that is doing that, stop it. It is not nice. You are being an asshole. And I'm so sorry. God forgive me, I'm a Christian, I shouldn't say that, but you are being rude and you shouldn't do that. But yes, that is all that I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment and tell me what you think down below. Bye.